formation for these receivers. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Moon. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. Made a defender miss. It's a running room. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And some room to work. Makes a man miss. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Really good job by the defense understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Moon. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Might have a chance. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This time he wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He wants to take the top off. Caught at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming. Still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Benjamin. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
They want to run this quarterback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Moon. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they...
Finding some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dances away to buy time. Complete on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they get it on the edge of the red zone and go 20 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
To the air, it's Rayner. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line, it's Benjamin. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it way down the field. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Moon. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, you can, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, 2nd down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here. And try.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So it's tough to think of a better starting situation as that drive covers just 7 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde.
Running inside, it's Benjamin. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Quickly out to the tight end. Hard running there. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Moore, play action. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You've got to be excited if you're a fan of this team. What you've seen on this opening drive, they look locked in, all 11 guys on the same page. This has been a beautiful opening drive. Really nice tempo, phenomenal execution, whether it's been running or throwing like you saw right there. And here they are now, down in close to the red zone, but the head...
He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Florida State! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Maybe a crease. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Number 0 in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space. It's Benjamin. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there.
Right down the middle. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Benjamin. And into the end zone. Touchdown! Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Rayner. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Benjamin. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Helms. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Could be an alley. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Come on, defense. You cannot let this offense run the dive play and hurt you like that. Up front, we got to do a better job staying in our gaps, and linebackers have got to be able to get off of blocks and make tackles.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Dante Moore fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Shakes off the defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Rayner. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for open space. It's Benjamin.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's more to throw. With the catch, it's Benjamin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Moore will throw. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw it.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Moore with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to go deep. Soft spot in the middle. Here he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Finds his big tight end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, it could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Lofts one high and deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Fires it down the seam. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll go play action with Moore. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. Looking left. Got his man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The run inside. It's Benjamin, able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Rush is on him. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down.
There's some room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire. That linebacker showed that there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice.
Maybe some room here. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, no!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Still running at the 40. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. That's reeled in. It's held. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Here's a little room there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump David.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. runs through the tackle. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throws it back. Oh, it's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Running inside. It's Benjamin. Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Rayner. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. A designed run for the quarterback. Runs through a tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the 1st down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Florida State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got to.
Snags it, and he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Hauls it in. Runs through a man. He might have space. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Push forward on the sneak. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And you tried the quarterback sneak to try to sneak it on the defense, but it was not effective. It went absolutely nowhere. Actually did. It went backwards. Stuffed on that play.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got it. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll test the right side. Got a little grass. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got enough for the 1st. Ball is loose. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Goes to the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.